others will join like in between of the conversation. So, did you remember? I have explained about my journey, and can you again give me some introduction, like about yourself, that what you're doing in currently?
So I did my master's degree. I did my MBA in HR, and
Mhm.
back that was back in 2019. And since I think since 2018, when I was in second year, I
Mhm.
started working in US staffing in IT recruitment. So I have overall 6 years of experience in US recruitment in technical
Mhm.
hiring.
That is your overall experience?
Yeah, that's my overall experience.
Okay,
I have a 6 year of experience in US recruitment
that's
as a
great.
technical recruiter. Now I'm working as an associate team lead. I mean, just promoted as a ATL.
Oh,
And
great.
as you know, the market, recruitment in the market, both there's two major reasons that I'm looking for a job switch is the market that
Mhm.
is not in a good situation right now, and I don't see any future upcoming, bringing in a good phase or good vibe.
Mhm.
Second thing is that when you are
I think you were talking on mute. Okay. You're saying something.
I'm saying when I'm working, when you are working, when you are achieving a target, you are in a good place. But when you don't have, when you are unable to meet your KPI, like getting that starts, getting that closer,
Mhm.
you are in the red zone. So that's the major reason I'm looking for something where I don't have to do indirect sales. Actually, recruitment is
Completely,
nothing but indirect sales right now. That's the
completely
reason I'm
agree.
looking for something that where because see, even if you are a good hard worker or
Mhm.
something, it all depends upon the next person who is being recruited, who is going to join your organization. So if
Correct.
they switch their mind that hey, I'm not able to join, or I'm just planning to do something else, at
Mhm.
that moment your job into the red zone. So that's the second reason. And third is in recruitment, I don't see any kind of skills is being used. Like anyone can do that job,
Yes, yes, yes. That's a direct calling and do the conversions.
right?
That's a job.
Anyone can call to the candidate and ask like, "Hey, we have XYZ job in XYZ location. Are you
Mhm.
interested?" And they say like, "Yes, I'm interested. What's the pay? What's the time? Where is the location?" That's all.
Yeah, correct, correct. And that's right. RTR that has to be signed. That's one thing only that we can do.
Exactly. So anyone
Okay.
can ask him to just confirm the RTR and make a submission and submit it.
Got your point. Got your point. So, as like in the last conversation, also I told you about like the success factor is the platform where you can take your overall experience because you have the experience from the what we can say from the human resource, that is from the talent acquisition. That's a part of the talent acquisition which you are currently doing. So you have some policy informations also. You know how policy will work for HR. So this is the advantage for you as well, that if you are doing success factor, that is from the SAP cloud. So I think that is the best possible way to do this job switch also. You have the more explore on this part.
Right.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, so I was telling that if you will be looking more onto this job switch and the other things, so I think this success factor is the platform where you will be having the more explore onto the parts which you have already done in the past as well. Okay, so I'll go through from the system perspective again. Just give me a second. Is this visible to you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just give me a second. Fine. So, uh, I'll go through from the system that how you will work in the system. That once you will be aligned for any of the project, once you will be hired in the company, so how you will do the work. Okay, that is the most important thing because you go through the what we can say the learning um, theoretical part and everything, but the practical knowledge is very important to do the job because that's the most important thing while you doing the any of the job like for success factor. So this is the home page where you will log in into the system. So you will log in this way, like I can give you the heads up. You will be this link and you just need to fill the credentials like in the same way that you are logging into the Facebook or the in the Instagram. So that's in the same way you will log in and you will drive onto this page. This is the home page, okay? In which what you can see here in the home, you will see the admin center, apprentice management, calibration, everything which is related to how you will do the all human resource part is like some modules in this way. Like that is the segregation of the human resource in sub modules. Okay. So if we talk about this home page, what is we are having on this home page, you will be having the quick actions like of the time of where you can apply your leave. This is your learning, like from you will be having Social School, Udemy. These all things are linked to this page. Once you will click on this, some of the courses are uh, aligned from the company that you need to do from the company that is the mandatory courses are here. View admin alerts, like what is the alerts like from the your admins in the company. Okay, same goes with your profile. What is your profile currently? What is your designation? What is your employment info? Have you joined in this way? So whatever the information that requires, like what is you currently in the company, what is your position, everything comes up into the view my profile. Google it is like if you want to do like from here also you can do the Google. So that's the new feature we are having in the success factor. View reminders, whatever the reminders, let's say like you will be having the birthday reminder, you will be having the anniversaries reminder, you will be having the meeting invites, meeting reminders, everything is in the reminders. You will sorry, in the favorites also what you can see, you can make some favorites also here like in this way, whatever like of your for say employee files you want to make your favorite, so you just need to make in this way. In the favorite you can see your employee profile. So in this way you can make any of the favorites here. Let's say you want to make the report center, whenever you will do anything, so you can see in your favorite report center. Okay, so in this way you can have several things here like in the report center and like how you will do the configurations. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm again resharing it. So any question on the home page I just talked about?
Uh, no, nothing else.
Okay. So now I'll go after quick action. This is the part where you can see your team. If you are a manager, you are currently as a ATL, okay, associate team lead. In the associate team lead, you will be having a team, correct, Pratham? So here
Right.
you can see the team reminders that what is the pending task your team is having. So you can see here and you can tell your team that please complete these team pending tasks before the deadlock. So this is the thing where you can see your team reminders, everything. Okay. This is the learning assignment. You have given some ethics or code conduct to your team. So, or you for yourself also. So you can see here that what is the pending task we are having for learning assignment. So this is very important while you are doing the job. This is the approval of workflow. Whenever the somebody is applying for leave from your team, or you have applied for a, any of the leave, so you can see here that what is like of the pending approvals I am having. So you can see here, you can just complete that. Then that I'll let you know like in the coming sessions also how you will create the workflows, how you will do these things. These are the important things. These are the finish your profile. It means like your profile is only 13% complete. You need to fill everything like of your personal info, your address, your contact details, your what we can say, your social account, your what we can say, your addresses and everything like onto the related to your profile. You need to update here. Okay. In the same way, these are the organization updates. Let's say your organization is related to of your recipe. So everything is related to like of how you will do my team, SAP learning channels, everything you want to put it here, so you can put from your organization. So these are the basic things onto the home page. Now, if we'll talk about this part, this is the important part. You must be knowing about it. So this is the search part where you can search everything that comes under the success factor, whether it is like of the manage. Just give me a second. I go into this. You can search here manage. So these are the things like of the manage things, what you are doing from the configuration part. If you want to search the person also, you can search by the name. Anybody is like here. Okay. In the same way, this is the part where you can see what is the approval, what is your task, is pending task. This is the plan compensation, take courses. Here you, the fourth part is coming here is the workflow. At this point of time, there is no pending workflow. That's why it's not coming. Once you will be having the workflow here, so you will be having here the workflows pending. Okay. Same goes with this part. This is the new feature which we are having as of now. That is the AI generated, like of your opinion, like of your what are the things like you are having as of now. So you can just put it here and you will be having AI also. That is the new thing in the success factor. Okay. This is the notifications what are coming like for your success factor login. That these are the things that is you need to complete before this, or these are the notifications. So that similar to like of if you can refer like from any of the social platform. So these are in the same way. This is your profile. That what is your like you're doing settings that you can do. What is the version we have? This is the release. This is the company ID which we are doing. Okay, in this same way we need to do. Just give me a second. Can I hide this one? Okay, no problem. Uh, no, this is hide. So in this way, you can see your details also. Also, if we talk about this one, this is a very important, which I told you in the initial start, that if we talk about one by one that what is related to us, because everything is not related to you, because in every of the companies some of the part has to be used from the employee central. We are just focusing on to the employee central, that how employee central is basically a core thing for you, that whatever you are doing in the organization, that is the core thing, that is the employee central, that whatever is related recruitment, PMGM, compensation, onboarding, everything is related to the employee center. That comes under, I'll tell you. So once you will go onto the admin center, okay. So this is the page where you can see your health portal. That what is the knowledge base KBAs. You can see that related to your subject. Let's say like you were like having some problems related to how you will configure the leaves. Okay, so you can hear having the knowledge base, that where you can just refer it how you will configure that. This is very good, like in terms of while you doing the job, so you will be having some reference here, like from the knowledge. So you can see the KBS, that is called as knowledge base area, that you can do from here, and you will be having some support that is from the SAP portal. Okay. Now, if you will go about this tool, this is a very important part where you can see everything here. This is the company setting. This is the main thing on which you need to work. Everything that is like of if you talk about like of what we can say manage data and everything. This is the main thing. Like that is the employee center which I talk about. Manage data import and export, manage obstacles, event reasons, manage mass, manage position sequence, import transaction. If you will click on any of the portal that for let's say manage data, okay, so you can see here what is the data we are currently having in the system. So you can check whatever the data for let's say business unit. I'll check that whatever the business unit we are having. So you can see every data here. Okay, this is the very important manage data, and other one is the manage org job pay structure that I'll tell you later on. So this is the uh, overview on that how the success factor cloud looks like. Okay, so this is about that. Now I'll tell you about. Just give me a second. Is this visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So I'll tell you about that. What is the agenda currently we are having? Okay. Before this, I think I need to give you one explanation about one thing that is very important before this. Okay. So here you can see this is the our like the training center has done the some sort of R&D onto the such syllabus that what we have completed in the prior. So this is the part that we can cover during the sessions. Okay, this is about the success factor, how you will do the navigation that I have just done. That the navigation, how you will do that. Success factor employee center, which I talked about. These are the pointers under the success factor. So these are the things we will do under the success factor. This is very important to understand. This is the syllabus. You can go onto the gig site. Okay, you can see here this in this way. You just need to go onto the success factor. Okay, and you can see here the syllabus. Okay, so you can see that this is the syllabus that on which we need to focus. Now I'll talk about the PPT which I have shared priorly. That is much important, and that is the thing. Okay, so this is the that is from the success factor side that we have some do the modification that is very important to understand everything from the success factor perspective. Okay, so I'll tell you some of the things only here. Okay, so that is the one thing that I tell you about that how you will do the employee central core structuring that we have while you are doing any of the job for success factor. So that is very important to do. How do you will do the iterations? It means iteration. It means like what is the sprint? You have divided your project into three parts: sprint one, two, and three, in which you are doing some configuration during the sprint one, configuration into the sprint two and three. Before that, you have a kickoff, you have a workshops, you have done some workshops with the client that what is your requirement, okay, how you will pursue all the requirements from their side. So these during the sprints you will cover up in the iteration. Once you will done with the configuration, you will do the testing. So this is the main part which we need to understand. This is the basic thing. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, in this is the base of every of the employee central that foundation data in which we are having org structure, job structure, pay structure, and custom. Okay, in which foundation data it means like how you will do the configuration of your company in the system. Org structure it means like the things like let's say your company at the uppermost is let's say the example of Tata is like of the legal entity. Legal entities means like company code. The one company code you are having as per of the one country. Okay, so that is the company code which we are having, under which we are having some business unit. Let's say Tata Trends, Tata Communication, Tata TCS is like of the business unit under Tata legal entity. under which business unit we are having some divisions. Like let's say in TCS we have some divisions like Oracle, SAP. These are the divisions we are having. Or let's say like the financial corporate. These are the divisions we are having. In which in corporate we are having some human resource and these part stuffs like in the corporate. In financial we are having some sort of like SAP FICO. These all things we are configured there. So I'll tell you about like how this structure look like. In job structure we are talking about like of the job function, position, these all things, like how what is the job competencies, job role we are having in the currently in the system. So that will talk about the job structure. Pay structure means like of what the pay grade you are having. Somebody is like at you are at the manager level, so you will be having pay grade that is of the different pay grade. Your report is under you will having the different pay grades, so that's called the pay structure in the company. Custom we can make someone like of the location as well as per of the cost center structure. So these things we can also build up in the foundation data. Okay, later on we will be having the employee data, which I'll talk about the employee profile. Okay, in which we are having some portlets. Okay, in which personal info portlets like of that is non-effective data. It means like your biographical, phone, email. These all things are non that calls as like of the non-effective dated, and effective dated means like which will be having some date effective, that calls as personal data. Your address can change, your personal data can change, your dependents can change, because as of now you will be having mother and father, your dependents, and once you will be got married, so your spouse will be under the dependent. So that's called some effective dated. In job and employment information you will be having like of the non-effective also and effective data, that I'll tell you about like of these portlets once I'll done with this slide. Okay, afterwards these are the event reasons. What you will be understand by event and event reasons in your day-to-day activity from hire to retire cycle. Okay, in hiring, what the hire is an event. Okay, event reason is higher on the new position, higher on the same position, or higher on the existing position. That's called as an event reason. That's also like in the termination when you are terminated from the employee. So that will be having some event reasons. Okay, terminations that is on to the voluntary, that termination onto the non-voluntary. That's called the termination. In the same way, we will be having the workflows. Okay, that I'll tell you about after this one. Let you know firstly. I think Dinesh joined. Hi, Dinesh.
Hi.
Can you please tell me about yourself? Because we have done, I think, so far 20 minutes in which I have explained about the system. I'll explain you again also because today is the first session, so I can explain you again. That is on to the part. But can you tell me about yourself? That how, what is your background? That how, why, what things you motivate about the success factor, Dinesh?
Okay. Yeah. I'm right now I'm working on SAP BW,
Okay,
and my more background on Oracle ERP side.
okay, great.
Actually, and I took the training, almost finished with the Unagric for the
Oracle.
Fusion Technical. So
Okay,
I got this portal link. So I thought, let me join what is in. Just I get some basic information. Is
okay.
it more related to ERP side, this class?
Yes, yes. SAP Success Factor, Employee Central. That is called HRIS integration.
Okay. So it's like a HCM kind of things, right?
Correct,
More.
correct. SAP HCM is totally different because that is the tool related. But SAP
Mhm.
Success Factor is basically on cloud. Whatever we will do, that is as per the credential we can do.
Okay.
Okay. So again, I'll just go through for Pratham and Dinesh that's from the system perspective and how you will do that. This is the syllabus which I already told you. So this is the Dinesh that we are having this home page, okay, in which we are having these quick actions for you, organization updates here.
Mhm.
In this home, we will be having admin center, all related to your company things. That it means like your human resource is categorized or segregated in some modules here. In if you can see, that's onboarding goals, that's under the PMGM employee files, that is the employee central compensation, continuous feedback, everything under the home. Okay. Other than this, if we talk about this one, that is the approvals, that what is the to do in your company, that's called like of your profile you need to complete. You need to do these courses. Okay, these are the compensation which you need to plan. Okay, these things which is pending from your side, that is comes under this. This is the notification. This is just the AI part or the product feedback you need to give here, and this is about like of your profile. Okay, this is what I explained to Pratham also. This is the main thing which you need to know while you are doing the configuration. Now, if we'll talk about like I talked about the foundation data, okay, where you can see your foundation data. So you need to go just onto the company info, okay.
Mhm.
Here, if you can see, you can go onto the company structure overview,
Right.
okay, in which you can see that if you can take any examples, let's say like Adani Group, okay. Okay, I think this is not submitted, that's why not coming. If you can take the example Apple here, it's also not done. Just give me a second. Any, I think something is.
Is this a part of SAP ERP, or it's a separate and integrated with SAP ERP?
This is the different part, because if you will talk about the SAP ERP, SAP
Uh-huh.
ERP consists of what we can say that the SAP HCM. Okay, okay, no problem. I'll go through from the org chart as well. Yeah, you can see here. So what I was like trying to tell, this is the higher hierarchy which we are having in the company. Okay, the person is sits onto the higher hierarchy. Then we are
Mhm.
having this one. Then we are having under this one. So this is we called as the org chart. That how the company looks like. Okay, we'll talk about like what is the things under the foundation data that comes under. Just give me a second. I'm opening that one, that we can check only in the managed data. Whatever the data we are currently having in the system, that I told you initially also, Pratham, that we can check here. That if we can see the company, or we can say the legal entity. Okay. So we can
Right.
check legal entity from here. Anybody saying something?
Oh, just I said, yeah, yeah, I just.
Okay. So
Mhm.
this is the legal entity that we have created. These are the entities. But during your any of the interviews, during any of the configuration while you're doing in the company, so please be aware that if somebody is saying that I want to create two legal entities, okay, that's possible. That is a possible thing. But let's say for any of the legal entity, okay, the country should be one. Okay, for one of the country we cannot make two legal entity. That's why I told Tata is a legal entity. Okay, that we cannot say Tata Trends and Tata Communication is the legal entities. Why I'm not saying, because Tata Trends and Tata Communication might be in the India, so we cannot create two legal entities with the one country. We need to create only one legal entity with the one country. So that's a basic question while you are doing the configuration. Okay, so you if you will create any of the legal entity here, so you can see that these are the things which we required while doing any of the configuration of any legal entity. It means like what is the name of the company, okay? What is the code for that you are trying to make? That is the legal. That comes under while you have done some of the paperwork for your company. So that code is coming from their side. Okay. What is the currency we are using? What is the country for that? That's I told you about. That the one country should be here. Let's say you want that Bastion must be having the this country also and the other country also. That's not possible. You need to create the business unit under that, in which you need to make best one Belgium, best one Australia, best one India. In this way, you can create that. Are you getting my point? You both of you? What I'm trying to
Yes.
explain you?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the currencies also have. Why I'm saying this? Because if you will map here, the two countries also here, but you cannot map the two currencies here. So that is not the possibilities. That's why SAP also have some restrictions. Everything is not possible because client will say you X, Y, Z things. He can say you 10 things. But whatever the things is possible from the SAP side or the success factor side, you can do only that thing. You cannot do everything in the configuration. So that's the one thing you have to keep in your mind while doing the workshops, while doing the requirement gathering. So you need to be very specific that if you're saying this thing, that is okay, that is from your side, that your perspective, that is your call about your legal entity and the things. But that some have restrictions from SAP side. We cannot do all the things in the SAP success factor. So this is very basic thing while you are doing that these things. Okay. Also, like after legal entity, what we are having that is the business unit. So we need to be have the business unit in this way that let's say I'll take the example of this one, Ajani Power Group. Now you can see here business unit is associated to legal entities. Okay. If you can click here, where is the action? Okay, why action is not coming? Check. Okay, might be. I think something is coming up in here. Okay, I'll check with the team. No problem.
So under one legal entity, you can have multiple business unit, right?
Yes, yes. You do have, I think, more than a whatever you want to like. It's around 10, 8, whatever, like as per your requirement, you will be
Mm.
having that. I think something is restricting in here, so I'll check this one. Why business unit not coming in this way? Or maybe some okay, business unit. Because I think there's some permissioning issue. What I'm trying to say that these are the things which you need to fill while doing the business unit. But you need to have the legal entity association. Okay, it means like Tata Trends is the business unit. So you need to assign the association here that this is associated to Tata. After which you can see onto the company view structure that how it will look like. Okay. Second thing now, if I talk about this one, after business unit, there is a division. Okay, this is the custom division. If you can see, so let's say these are the custom division that is associated to business unit. Okay, business unit is associated to legal entity already, and you need to associate divisions to business unit. So you know the structure that how it will looks like. That firstly we have the legal entity at the uppermost, then we have the business unit, then we have the division, then we have the departments. Okay, department is it will be like in this way. Okay, you can check here the departments will be having the associations with divisions. Okay, you need to associate with the divisions also with the cost center. Let's say I am having the department that is HR. Okay, in HR whatever the resources are coming like in the HR, so that is having the cost center. We need to work as per the cost center. We have the cost center cost that is around 40 lakhs. So we need to make or build the team as per of the budget. We have some cost center on what basis we need to do the structuring of the team. Okay, that's why this is more important while you're doing the department structuring. Okay, afterwards department we have some sub departments also. Let's say payroll is a sub department under HR. Okay, that's related to the HRD department. So in this way we can configure our whole structure. That's what I was trying to talk you about like how the org structure look like, in which we are having legal entity, business unit, divisions, department, and let's say like of sub departments, cost center. These all things we are having in the system. Now, you both of you like already having some understanding on your company perspective. So how you will refer your company on the basis of what I have explained you? Can someone like Dinesh or maybe Pratham tell you about this?
So basically, you want to understand about division and department, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so in my company, what I see, department like is a HR department. There is a payroll department
Mm-hmm.
who is actually working on all the salary slip and payroll generating and all. There is a
Hmm.
legal department as well, and
Hmm.
there is an onboarding department who do all the documentation and background check and stuff like that. There is a
And
business development department.
okay, and
So
what is
the
what is the division of these all departments?
I'm little confused on division part. Uh,
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you. That's why I asked this question. Let's say your company is XYZ, okay, and your division is US staffing, okay, in which
right,
you have some divisions like India staffing, US staffing, Australia staffing, or what we can say UK staffing. So these are the divisions under
right.
which
Yeah,
you.
that is the case.
Oh, pardon?
Yeah, that's the case. I
Yes.
mean, US staffing is can be a division, and there is a Canadian and UK
Yes, yes. So these are
who
all
do
are
it.
the divisions of your company. Okay. Now, what is
Okay,
the department? In US staffing, you have the department like somebody is doing on that is the HR part, that is the talent acquisition part. Somebody will do the onboarding there. Somebody will do take care of the payroll of the US. Somebody will take care of the other things, that is the verification, US verification part. So these are called the sub-segregation of the division. That's called the departments of your US staffing. Okay, then we will be having after talent acquisition your department, the sub departments. What we can call as sub departments in your use staffing. If I take your example, so you have your talent acquisition in which you are doing, that is the recruitment. So afterwards, what is the fourth layer? Sub department. That is the Java hiring you are doing, SAP hiring you are doing. That is called sub departments under the departments. Then we will be having some call center. Cost center, it means like you will be having one team, so you need to be very careful while doing the hiring. You will be having some cost centers for every of the teams. So that's it. Whenever you are doing any configuration, just relate that org structure with your company. Then will be more easy for you to understand that, and you can do the configuration. So you got my point, both of you. Or Dinesh, you can.
Yeah, I have a, may I know your name? Sorry, I didn't ask.
Mahesh.
Mahesh. Hi,
Yeah.
Mahesh. So one country may have multiple division, right?
Yes, yes. One country is having multiple business units, multiple divisions, multiple departments, but not
Right.
having multiple legal entities.
Right. So like division, I understand, let's say Northeast division or
Yeah.
South, something
Yes.
like that, right? They
Yes.
divide the, if it is a big company, they divide that way, right? Division wise. And then the under
You,
division, there are
yeah,
departments.
you can
And then,
divide onto the basis of the location also, and
mhm,
all to also like basis onto the name also. For let's say that the north region you are talking about,
mhm,
talk you about like in your way, that let's
mhm,
say the company is XYZ is having
right.
four divisions, that north region, east region, west region, and south region. Okay, now you are dividing your north region into the different zone, that is Delhi NCR. Other than this, you will be having a Gurgaon location. So onto the basis of location also you can divide your company also to onto the basis of your departments. So that totally depends on you. Let's say like in Delhi NCR you now need to divide your department. So that is the HR department and the finance department you want to divide. So you can divide in that way also. That totally depends on to the requirement from the company side. But for your
Okay.
understanding, you need to focus or you need to understand from your company perspective. then it is more easier because everybody is working here. Whosoever like is taking the what we can say training here, so everybody is working. So you just have to picturize your company firstly, that how my company is working. On to the basis of that, you can make the org structure and everything configuration here. So that's what I am doing, like from past, I think 15 years, that you need to be very precise and very what we can say the out of the box, like with your company structure firstly. Then you will got to know about the success factor. That's a point.
So Mahesh, I saw that the legal entities and cost center
Hmm.
uh, and all the profit center I saw in that
Yes.
previous screen. So is it a chart of account concept here also?
Yes, yes. I'll tell you how it will work. That is the later part that I need to tell you, but I'll tell you from the overview that how it
Mhm.
will work. Let's say success factor is in middle. Okay, there is some out what we can say, there is a downstream and outstream applications. Okay, that like from upstream application means like some data is coming from the outer market to the success factor. Okay, let's say that like the example of Chronos is the time punching tool where you just have to do whatever the punch in and punch out. Okay, whatever the data is coming from their side, that comes under the success factor. Now, from the success factor, there are some downstream applications. Like let's say Imperial benefits that's in the US, that they are using the Imperial benefits, in which whatever the benefits like of the what we can say the
Like
dependents and
401k insurance, whatever, something you send to
yes,
third party,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Your
yeah.
out
That
employee
is
data.
yes, yes. Employee data, employee dependence, everything has to be like in the Imperial benefits. Okay. Now to talk about your question, that is about the cost center. Okay. Whatever the cost center we are designing in the success factor, we need to replicate. Replicate means we need to sync that cost center to the SAP S4 HANA. SAP S4 HANA is a payroll. Okay. We have success factor payroll also. So some, I think in most of the cases, everybody is using SAP S4 HANA. Okay, SAP S4 HANA is basically having more onto the payroll part, in which we need to configure the same cost center there. Okay, whatever the cost centers we are having in the success factor, we need to replicate the same into the SAP S4 HANA with the legal entity. Here you can see how the org structure look like. Legal entity to division to that's under business unit, that division, then department. Okay, but in the SAP S4HANA, that's their call, because they are configuring cost center association to the legal entity. They don't want like a business unit, department, division data. They just want the legal entity. Let's say this cost center is related to the that department or that legal entity. That is the client call. So you got your point that whatever the cost estimation of the team, okay, that comes under like from the success factor, but it goes into the SAP S4 HANA, from where the payroll will generate for every of the employee. Okay, this Dinesh comes under this cost center, but his payroll is in into the SAP S4 HANA. So that will drive his life cycle, pay cycle of the of every month.
Mahesh, I'm also new on the SAP side. I have more background now, as I mentioned, Oracle side. So how this application is, what is the purpose of
For which application you are talking about?
what you were discussing right now, SAP
Success factor.
SuccessFactors?
Okay, success
Is it
factor is
integrated with the ERP? Let's say, for example, if you define chart of account, you
hmm.
can use on GL and AR and like.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think I'll tell you about like from the broad perspective. Okay,
Mhm,
nowadays if we talk about on the ERP applications, if we talk about in the market also, so there
mhm.
are two applications only in which more of the companies, if you will talk about the good companies, I think the top brands also, like from the India, from US, UK, from anywhere else in the world, that focusing on to the workday and success factor only. Okay, in which more focusing on to the success factor. Why success factor? Because this is a cloud based, and in which the limitations that we are having as of now, that is not restricted. We can do more and more configuration as per of the custom configurations also. Okay, Dinesh. So
Okay.
that's why like more of the companies are like migrating from SAP HCM, because primarily we are having SAP HCM, and from migrating from SAP HCM to the success factor, that is more easier to SAP HCM to the Workday. That's why, as at this point of time, the company is migrating from SAP HCM to the SuccessFactors, because anybody can log in from their mobile, can do any of the changes from their mobile also. Because we have the mobile application, we do have some sort of what we can say in the similar way of the social networking. We can do the changes from the tablets, from the laptops, but for the SAP HCM, you need to install the software that is of 4 GB or 8 GB software that you need to install. Okay, that's why this is
Mhm.
more easier. And why I'm saying the success factor is a cloud based, because this is the HRIS integration. Why I'm saying HRIS integration? Because that integrate from upstream application to the success factor, and from success factor to the downstream applications. So every application is connected in the company to the success factor. That's why at this point of time, this is in very demand in every of the organization. If you will talk about whether it's like Big Four, whether it's like of any of the companies, success factor is all, I think, on the huge demand. They need more and more resources. They do have the, if you will talk about like of the 2 years experience person also, they have a lot of package. If you'll talk about any of the other IT skill, and if you talk about the success factor, they are making, I think, more salary than the other IT consultant. And the
Mhm.
knowledge which required for this success factor, that is from the HR perspective, that how you are strong like onto the basis of the HR policies. If something has to be built up in the system, that you need to be very focusing, or you need to be very what we can say, they have very elaborative onto the every policy, every single perspective of the company policies. Let's say like for talent acquisition, you must be knowing about every key terms in the talent acquisition. Then you can design the configuration in the system. So you got my point, Dinesh? That what you are
Yes,
asking about?
this is more like a functional thing, right? Not
Yeah,
much technical
more
on
no,
this.
not fully functional, because if
Uh-huh.
we talk about the integration also, because we consist the integration in which the technical part also there. That's the
Okay.
integration consultant will do, because that is a different thing. Because if you will be hiring in the company, that is onto the techno functional consultant. If you will say yourself, that's your
Mhm.
techno functional.
Right.
That's called as the employee central. If we talk about the technical consultant, so that is the integration part. Integration is basically required like of the programming knowledge also, like of Java or the other knowledges, like on
Right.
which you can write your programs onto the integration that relates to success factor. Everything is related to the employee central, which I'm talking about.
Okay. And
In
also you mentioned something SCM is
HCM, that is the human capital
supply.
management. That is like from
Oh,
the SAP side.
HCM. Okay. I heard okay. I
No,
thought
no,
it's
that is
SCM.
the supply chain management. That is a
Yeah,
different one.
yeah. Okay, okay.
No,
I'm
no, no.
sorry. That's why I
HCM.
got confused and that we talk discussing about employee and why it's supply chain in
No,
that.
no, no.
Okay.
HCM. That is
HCM.
the
Okay.
human
Yeah,
capital.
got
That's like primarily we are using about the HCM only. That is the human capital. But as that this point of time, everybody is migrating from HCM to the success factor, because this is very easier. This is very like of so much of the advancement. Now we are having the AI also in the success factor. So if you want
okay.
to write a letter, if you want to make an offer letter of any of the candidate, if you want to do any of the changes, you can make from the AI also. You can do the documentation part from the AI. So that's the new feasibilities and the new advancement in the system.
Okay.
Okay.
And does it run on HANA database or what
Hey,
database you use
HANA,
this?
that's why I'm talking about SAP S4 HANA. That's a different thing. That's called the downstream application, which is connected to the success factor. Whatever the data that's of the leave data. Let's say you have 30 days in your company and you worked almost like for 20 days. 10 days you 8 days that's not working for you. That's Saturday and Sunday. But for 2 days you got you take took the leave. But that's you were not having the leave quota in the company. Okay. So for 2 days, that's the leave without pay. Okay, so that's comes under the SAP S4 HANA will calculate your salary in the SAP S4 HANA and will calculate and will fetch the salary slip in the success factor again. It means the salary will be released from the SAP S4 HANA, but your salary slips comes under the success factor. You can
Success
see
factor.
your salary slip in the success factor only, SAP success
Mm.
factor. But your salary is trying to like build up from this SAP S4 HANA that what leave you have taken and what is you like from your which cost center you are, how much bonuses you are having from the success factor. So every configuration is from the success factor. But we are just sending the data to the SAP S4 HANA just to calculate the salary, but everything every configuration is comes under the success factor only.
Okay.
Okay, you got the point. I think you got the answer. If you do have any queries, please let me know right away, because this is like a 4 minutes, I think 5 minutes left, so we can talk about Pratham. You also can ask about like what if you have any queries.
Yeah, I was thinking about HANA, that it is a kind of database or database language, right? Like, what is the connection, or maybe different, like from ABAP to HANA?
Yeah, that's called like of the ABAP or the SAP S4HANA. This is the new thing which comes under the in the market, and which is also like very popular in the same way like of the success factor. Okay, why this is so popular? Because there are some more advancement of the payroll, because SAP S4HANA is basically using for the payrolls part only. That not for the other things as well as of now, but the success factor is basically having so many modules like of the recruitment, onboarding, employee central. Okay, but SAP S4 HANA, if we'll talk about, that is not the database we can say, but that is what we can say the new tool in the from the SAP side, in which we can have the what we can say the success factor data to their side to calculate the payroll, because this some configuration has to done in the SAP S4 HANA in the similar way in the success factor. Okay, we cannot say only the database there, but so many of the configurations, so many of the things we need to do for to calculate the payroll, to calculate the other things also. So that is the thing in the SAP S4 HANA.
And what about ABAP? That is a kind of a programming language,
ABAP is
something.
totally ABAP is totally different thing. That is the programming that in which you need to do. That is not related to success factor also. That is related to while you are doing the SAP HCM, because that's a different SAP product. SAP ABAP, SAP HCM, GRC. These all things are the new the different things. But the success factor is now I'm talking about how success factor is delivering the other things, because if you talk about the SAP success factor is also having the SAP payroll, success factor payroll. Okay, that is called the ECP, employee central payroll from the employee central. Okay, from the success factor. But some
Right.
companies are not using that ECP. Some companies are using SAP S4 HANA. So that's a related part. ABAP is totally different. That is for programming.
Yeah, ABAP used mostly on ECC and BW side, I think.
Yes, yes. That is totally different. That is not related to the
Yeah, yeah.
HRIS.
Right, right. Look like, yeah. Did you show any architecture in the beginning? If I have missed?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just give, give you the view on that part also. Let me know once it will be visible. Is that visible?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah,
give me a
we were
second.
discussing that, right? We divert the topic, I think.
That we have discussed, but other I have some. Okay, I have one by which you can understand. So this is about what I was just telling about that this is the structure of org structure, how it will look like. I'm just finding one thing. This is the main thing in which you can relate your SAP HCM with the success factor, how it is related while migrating. I think that slide I'm not having as of now. I'll take for tomorrow session that slide in which I'll talk to you about how the structure look like from the success factor. Okay, it will tell about like how it will look like. Okay.
Yeah. So after all, it may be integrated with central, like this is, see, if you run the payroll and all those things, it should go to GL, right, in the as a expense or when you do balance sheet and all that. So
Where
it should be
you talking
connected,
about?
integrated with the ECC also, right? This module, this application.
ECC is basically that is called the SAP HCM we're talking about. Okay, but that is not integrated with ECC and anything. Okay, that the success factor is totally a different and individual module, individual
No,
tool that we are having.
individual app, okay.
Okay, if we want to connect with the downstream application, that is the client choice.
Okay, so
Somebody
okay.
will not connect to the downstream application like to SAP S/4HANA. They are having the ECP. They can configure the ECP part also.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Got you. So if somebody using another ERP, not SAP ERP, still this application can be used and do the
Yeah.
downstream.
They can use.
Right, right.
Let's say somebody is using Oracle. Okay, they are using
Mhm.
for ERP that is Oracle. Okay, but
Right.
if they want to migrate to the success factor because this is very easier as of now and there are lots of possibilities. That
Mm.
might be Oracle will not be having that. So they just need to go through the what we can say the structuring from their side, that how the structure will look like into the SAP success factor. You just need to build that structure here. You just need to do the configuration, then your system is ready. And you just need to do the data migration. You know about the data migration, that whatever the data they are having from their side from the legacy system, you need to just
Mhm.
migrate into your system with the
Right.
employee data, the
So,
IDs, these other
right.
things. So
So will you tell
that's
me quickly like how the data migration work here if you're migrating from another system to
yes. So
SuccessFactor? Do we have like any like
data
scrubbing thing
migration that we are
involved?
having, I'll tell you that
Mhm.
that is the later part. I think that's on the 10th session, but I no not an issue. I'm just telling you that's I think you need to know about it.
So
Okay,
in
so
that case, the technical person come in picture, right?
yes. No, not technical person. You can do why you are saying techno functional. That's why, because some
Okay,
technical part you have to do.
okay, important. Okay, got.
You need to do from the import and export. Okay, you have
Okay,
the files. You just need to download the all templates, then the import
okay,
configuration.
yeah. It's like similar to Oracle. They have like a Excel file and put the data
Yes,
in and
yes.
import it. Yeah, similar look like.
Sorry. So that's
So
the thing
you
you
don't
need
need
to
any
do.
programming. Yeah, okay. Right, there
Okay.
is no programming, right?
No. I think that is more easier if somebody is joining for success factor, because that's a more and more I think much scope, not I think what I can say, because if you're talking about of your daily life also, you don't need to be in so much of tension about the programming and everything. This is the
Mm,
part where you can much explore. You can relate your current job with this job, and you will be having more explore to every key points. So you will be knowing everything here. You will be more what we can say the explore part here. So that's
right.
why success factor is much easier, much what we can say. That's why every company is trying to have onto the success factor. At this point of time, if you can see the data also like from Google as well. So every company, whether it is like big, I don't want to tell the all names. If you talk about the Tata name also, that every Tata business unit, every Tata department, divisions, every like of the Tata business unit, they are having the success factor as of now.
Okay.
So that's why I think that is the much more as of now in the market that everybody is using. That's why so much of the scope, so much of the jobs has been arrived for success factor as of now. If you can see in the market, if somebody is working for 1 year also, they are taking. If somebody is not working, they are giving the training to them. They are just giving. They want the trained person. They want the certified person only. That if somebody is certified, somebody is having the training on that, they will take that person. They will give the good amount of salary also to them, and that's up to you that how you will give your best during that 1 year of the initial part of the success factor. That's up to you.
Okay.
Any other questions, or can we close this call and tomorrow we can join at the same time?
Yeah, we can close.
Okay, thanks Pratham, thanks Dinesh, thank you.
I'm good. Let's connect tomorrow.
Sure, thank
Thank you
you.
so much for your class and time.
Same here, thank you, bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Namaste. Bye-bye.